Ms. Eileen, still testifying under the same oath, ma'am.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Attorney Lorna, you may proceed with the continuation of your direct. When you're ready.
With the permission of the Honorable Court. Madam Witness? Good afternoon, Madam Witness.
Good afternoon po.
Okay. Before we ended the morning proceedings, you identified acknowledgement receipts. Tama?
Yes po.
Maliban dito sa mga acknowledgement receipts, what other documents were attached to the Office of the Vice President's response, if any?
To support po the payment of rewards, nag-attach po sila ng certification from Colonel Dante Pilachica and the Protective Intelligence Operation reports for the third quarter of 2023.
If shown to you, these certifications na minention mo, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Okay, showing to you. Madam Witness, certification dated September 30, 2023, pre-marked as Exhibit P-1-12-K. Also being shown on the screen with the kind permission of this Honorable Presiding Officer. What relation does this certification have sa sinabi mong inattach sa response ng Office ng Vice President?
This is the same copy po ng certification attached to their response.
Ano naman ang observation or significance nitong certification?
Ito po ay inattach nila to support the payment of rewards. Under the joint circular po kasi, if it is for payment of rewards, it should be supported with documents evidencing success. And based on this document po, hindi ko po nakita yung particular accomplishment that will warrant the payment of rewards.
So itong certification na in-identify mo, compliant ito sa joint circular na pinagbasihan mo ng evaluation?
Hindi po.
Sinabi mo walang supporting documents evidencing success. Ano ba dapat ang mga dokumentong supporting success ng operations?
Based po sa joint circular, wala pong in-identify doon. Ang sinabi lang is documents evidencing success. Pero based po sa evaluation ko dito sa dokumento na to, hindi ko po nakita yung particular accomplishment na proof of success po.
Also earlier, sinabi mo na together with the Vice President's response, meron siyang inattach na tinatawag na Protective Intelligence Operations Reports. Tama?
Opo, tama
If
po.
shown to you, pag pinakita sa iyo itong PIOR, Protective Intelligence Operation Report, would you be able to identify them?
Yes po.
Showing to you, Madam Witness, what was marked? What was pre-marked as Exhibits P-1-12-L up to P-1-12-L10. Tell this Honorable Court, if these are the certifications on the Protective Intelligence Operation Report that you mentioned. Likewise, with the permission of the presiding officer being flashed on the screen for easy reference of the impeachment court.
Will the tech kindly check kung saan nanggagaling yung ingay na yun? For the record, witnesses perusing, I presume, counsel, Exhibit P-1-12-1-1 up to P-1-12-1-10, the PIOR of the engagements of the Vice President, as well as the certification dated September 30, 2023, Exhibit P-1-12-K, respectively, Respondents Exhibit 1-116 OVP and series.
We would also like to manifest for the record, Your Honor, that despite this being prosecution's exhibits and marked as well separately as defense exhibits, this being documents submitted to the COA ICFAO, Your Honor, the Office of the Vice President, counsel for the Office of the Vice President or for the respondent refused to stipulate to these documents, Your Honor, for the record.
The clerk of court is directed to kindly instruct the tech to check what's wrong with the mics. And the tech is directed to he's allowed rather to go to come here to plenary to look at it if necessary. Counsel may proceed. I believe the witness is through perusing the documents.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Witness. Having gone over these documents, Madam Witness, P-1-12-L hanggang P-L-12-L-10 na reports ng Protective Intelligence Operations, ano-ano ang mga engagements na nakita mo sa mga reports na to?
Doon po sa mga engagement ni Vice President, yung attendance po niya sa mga meeting, sa mga commencement exercises po. Tapos dito naman po sa mga satellite offices niya, may mga tree planting activities po, mga courtesy visits and coordination meetings po. And lahat po ng naging engagement nila for the third quarters of 2023.
Yung mga nakalagay sa third quarter na report na sinabi mo, ganun din ang linagay sa first and second quarter na tinestify mo kanina?
Yes po, may mga activities na pareho po, mga meetings, mga attendance po sa iba-ibang events.
Tree planting, meetings, award ceremony, etc. Madam Witness.
Opo.
Okay. Sinabi mo rin kanina na hindi ito compliant sa joint circular. Dito sa mga sinabit na in-identify mo, compliant na ba to sa joint circular?
Hindi pa din po naipakita sa mga dokumentong ito yung particular accomplishment na will warrant the payment of rewards.
Pero on clarification of the presiding officer, tinanong kung ano ang hindi compliant. Yung pagkaroon ba ng tree planting o yung sinasabi nilang activity in connection with confidential funds. Sa tree planting na yan, anong nakikita mo na activity in connection with alleged surveillance?
Yun po kasing nakalagay doon sa certification, nagkakaroon po sila ng surveillance activities before yung mga activities na ito.
Yes.
Pero based po kasi sa evaluation ko, hindi po kasi napakita dito kung ano yung particular accomplishment that will warrant the payment of rewards. Gaya po sa isang activity na nakalagay nga po, ang probable threat is yung sa CTG, mga NPA, ganyan po. Hindi po makita sa mga dokumentong ito na itong probable threats na to, ano yung naging successful result? Meron bang nahuli na sa mga ito? Ganun po yung hinahanap namin as support sa payment of rewards.
Pero itong sinasabi mong evidence of success, ilan ang NPA o ilan ang terorista, ilan ang komunistang nahuli, hindi ba yan confidential information na hindi dapat nila i-divulge, Madam Witness?
Sa COA po kasi, hinihingi po namin yun para mapatunayan talaga na naging totoo yung payment of rewards.
So hindi pwedeng sabihin na, ay hindi natin pwedeng i-divulge kasi confidential yan. Kailangan pa rin, under the joint circular, na mapatunayan yung success ng panggastos ng confidential funds sa resulta na sinasabi ng nabawasan ng terorista, nabawasan ng insurgency. Kailangan pa rin document, Madam
Yes.
Witness?
Yes po, para po mapatunayan yung pagbibigay ng payment of rewards.
After itong Office of the Vice President's response in relation sa third quarter expenditure, February 6 to September 30, 2023. At saka sa first and second quarter, ano nangyari? What happened next after all of this response of the Office of the Vice President for the 3 quarters?
During po the evaluation ng responses sa dalawang AOM, nagkaroon po ng Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability hearings po noong November 2024. At dito po nagkaroon ng statement si Ms. Gina Acosta, ang Special Disbursing Officer ng OBP, na by the directive of BP Sara, binibigay po niya ang cash advance for confidential fund kay Colonel Raymond Dante Pila Chica.
Before we go into that, Your Honor, please, Presiding Officer, this witness alluded or has testified that there was a Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, CGGPA hearing. Kailan to?
November 2024 po.
Yes. For the understanding and appreciation of this honorable court, this was subject of a motion for judicial notice of the prosecution and the transcripts of that hearing as to its actual occurrence, as to what transpired, Your Honor, have been subject of judicial notice. Your Honor, Mr. Witness, Madam Witness, sinabi mo na nag-testify si Ms. Gina Acosta. Nandun ka ba sa hearing na yon?
Yes po, nandun po ako sa hearing na yun.
Bakit ka nandun sa hearing na yon?
Kasama po ako sa resource persons from COA na umattend po doon.
Nasubpina ka ba?
Yes po.
Bakit ka sinubpina?
Kasi ako po yung staff na nag-conduct ng evaluation po ng mga documents na sinubmit in relation sa liquidation ng confidential fund ng OBP at DepEd.
Okay, and you said that in that hearing of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, nag-testify ang isang Miss Gina Acosta. Ito bang Miss Gina Acosta yung sinabi mo kanina na Chief of Staff? Ay hindi. Sino? SDO ng Office of the Vice President?
Yes po, si Miss Gina Acosta po.
At nakilala mo siya sa hearing na yon na nandun talaga siya.
Opo, nagpakilala po siya.
Nagpakilala siya sa'yo.
Hindi po, doon sa hearing po.
Sa
Kaya
hearing.
na-identify ko po na siya po yun.
And anong sinabi niya? Anong narinig mong sinabi niya sa hearing na yan?
Na by the directive po of BP Sara, binibigay niya kay Colonel Raymond Dante Pilachica, head ng Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group, yung cash advance po for confidential fund.
Na sinabi kay Gina Acosta ng Vice President na ibigay niya kay isang Colonel Lachica. Sino itong Colonel Lachica?
Siya po yung head ng Vice Presidential and Security Group po nung time na yun.
Itong Colonel Lachica, hindi siya Senior Disbursement Officer?
Hindi po siya,
Special Disbursement Officer?
hindi po siya ang SDO.
Ano ang kinalaman ng isang head ng security sa disbursement ng confidential funds, kung alam mo?
Under po kasi sa joint circular, nakalagay po doon na sa responsibility ng SDO na siya yung mag-disburse ng cash advance. And meron din pong provision under 6.1.1 na hindi under no circumstance shall cash advance for confidential fund be transferred from one accountable to another po.
So, kung ano ang nakalagay sa circular na yan, 6.1.1, yun lang dapat ang officer na dapat mag-disburse ng pondo.
Yes po, si SDO lang po.
Paano kung ang Vice President mismo, Vice President, yung head ng agency, ang siya mismo nag-instruct kay Ma'am Gina Acosta na bagay ni Gina Acosta, kanyang SDO, kay Colonel Lachica. Tama ba yun sa palagay ninyo o sa evaluation ninyo, Madam Witness?
Kindly turn on the mic of the counsel for respondent tech. And why is it off?
Hello. The witness is incompetent to answer that question.
If she knows, counsel, witness may answer.
Under
If
po,
you know, Celine. If you don't, you can also say so.
okay po, thank you po, Your Honor. Under po kasi sa joint circular, it is the SDO na mag-disburse ng cash advance. And ang participation po dito ng head of agency is to oversee, kasama po sa responsibility niya, to oversee the agency-wide use ng kung paano po ginagamit ang confidential fund.
So ang sagot sa tanong ay, ang tanong ko ngayon, sa sinabi mo, sa palagay mo, bakit ka nabahala na si Miss Acosta?
Your Honor,
I have not yet asked the
Let
question.
the
Your Honor.
counsel finish her question. Counsel for respondent.
Why does it concern you, as you stated, that Miss Acosta admitted to transferring the confidential funds
Your Honor,
to
please.
Colonel Lachica?
Are you done, Attorney Kupunan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, counsel for
Your Honor,
respondent.
the witness did not say that she was concerned about it. So that's a leading question. Misleading, sorry.
Kindly reform, counsel. You already established that the witness heard Gina Acosta under oath testify that she was instructed by the Vice President to give the funds to
What observation
Lachica.
or significance did you draw from the admission by Ms. Acosta in this Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability hearing? What observation or significance did you draw personally from this admission?
This is a direct violation po ng joint circular, specifically yung item 6.1.1 po.
Again, 6.1.1. Are you familiar? Are you competent to testify on what 6.1.1 is?
Yes po.
Bakit?
Kasi po, ang nakalagay dito is hindi po pwedeng ibigay ito ng SDO sa ibang officer po.
Your Honor, please.
Counsel for respondent.
The question is unresponsive, Your Honor. She was asked, why are you competent to testify on 6.1.1? The answer rather is unresponsive.
Witness is directed to answer yes or no. If she is competent, she's going ahead of the horse.
Yes po, kasi ang basis po ng audit namin is the joint circular.
Okay. Attorney Kapunan, you may proceed.
What next did you do in relation to the liquidation of the OVP's confidential funds after this committee hearing?
After po the committee hearing, together, after din po na ma-evaluate yung mga liquidation documents and yung mga responses, I drafted po a notice of disallowance and sinabit ko po ito sa aking division chief for her review.
Okay. So ikaw mismo ang nag-draft ng notice of disallowance.
Yes po.
Anong basis nito? Itong notice of disallowance.
Ang una po is yung yung kanina pong nabanggit ko na yung directive ni BP Sara na ibigay ni Miss Gina Acosta yung cash advance for CF kay Colonel La Chica, which is violation of under 6.1.1 of the joint circular. And after the evaluation po nung responses, the amount of 261,300,000 was also disallowed kasi nga po yung payment of rewards amounting to 62 million were not supported with documents evidencing success. And yung purchases po nila ng supplies and provision of medical and food aid in a total amount of 199 million. Based on the acknowledgement receipts po, hindi ma-ascertain na these are for purchase of supplies. Kaya po nanghingi ako ng additional documents po. And yung pang-apat po is based sa evaluation ng mga acknowledgement receipts for the third quarter, may disbursement po doon for purchase of information na nabayaran before ma-release yung cash advance na nagkakahalaga ng 300,000 pesos.
Okay, so dahil dito sa mga reasons na yan, nag-issue ka ng notice of disallowance. If shown to you, itong notice, will you be able to identify the same?
Opo.
Your Honor, please, can we ask Attorney De La Cruz to
Assistant
show?
counsel may approach.
This has been pre-marked as Exhibit P-1-13-F, Your Honor, for the prosecution.
And for the record, respondents 1-9. Please proceed, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, for the record, this is likewise Respondent's Exhibit, the same as prosecution, which, again, they refuse to stipulate on. How much, Madam Witness, was disallowed in your notice of disallowance?
Yung buong amount po na 375 million pesos.
375 million. Anong period ang covered nitong 375 million na to?
Bale, ito po ay for the 3 quarters of 2023. Tig 125 po per quarter.
And this is being flashed on the screen as well. Sino-sino ang responsible persons in connection sa notice of disallowance na inisyu ng COA ICFAO dated March 31, 2026?
Ang mga persons po ay sina VP Sara, the SDO Miss Gina Acosta, ang Chief Accountant Miss Solieta Villa del Rey at si Colonel Raymond Dante Pila Chica po.
Now you said that respondent Duterte, Sara Duterte, is accountable. Why? Bakit accountable ang Vice President Sara Duterte?
Because she approved po the transactions and the utilization of the cash advance po.
Saan nakalagay sa mga dokumento ang inapprove ng Vice President mismo?
Yung sa accomplishment report po.
Sa mga lahat ng accomplishment reports. Ito naman, Miss Gina Acosta, why do you say that she is also accountable?
Kasi po siya ang special disbursing officer at responsibility po niya na i-disburse ang cash advance.
Okay. Pag sinabing accountable, no? Hindi naman tayo accountant. Ano sa layman's term ang ibig sabihin ng accountable?
May yung taong may pananagutan po dun sa pondo na binigay sa kanya.
Okay. May pananagutan. So ang Sara Duterte, Vice President, may pananagutan.
Opo, tama po.
Bakit? Anong nature ba ng pondo na yan?
Kasi po ito is pondo ng bayan po.
Pondo ng bayan. In English naman, public funds.
Opo.
Baliktad. Miss Gina Acosta, bakit naman siya accountable?
Dahil siya po ang designated na special disbursing officer and responsibility po niya na i-disburse ang cash advance.
Okay. At bakit? Hindi ba niya ginawa yung kanyang responsibility ng mag-disburse?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading question.
Why do you say that she is an accountable officer?
Reform Council?
What?
No, you already did. So,
I reformed, Your Honor.
I know, you already did. Please continue.
Pwede pong paulit yung tanong.
You mentioned that Gina Acosta ay accountable officer rin. Bakit?
Dahil sa kanya po ibinigay yung cash advance siya po ang designate na special disbursing officer at siya po yung accountable dun sa pag-disburse ng cash advance for confidential fund.
Sinabi mo, naging basihan mo ang joint circular. Saan naman nakalagay ito sa joint circular na isang SDO ang dapat responsible sa pag-disburse ng tinatawag na public funds?
Nakalagay po ito dun sa responsibility niya and gaya ng nabanggit ko po kanina dun sa item 6.1.1 na hindi ito pwedeng i-transfer from one accountable to another.
Incidentally, pag ganyan sa mga companies, yung mga naghahandle ng mga pondo, may bond. May bond tinatawag, no? Dito ba sa Office of the Vice President, accountable public disbursement
Objection.
officer, saan kaya?
What is
Meron ba sa circular ang nakalagay na kailangan magbigay ng bond ang SDO?
Your Honor, please.
Yes, Council
Leading
Correspondent.
question.
I'll consider it preliminary, Council, because I think it's a given that SDO should have a bond. Kindly answer, Madam Witness.
Nakalagay po ito sa joint circular. Your Honor, pwede po bang mag-refer ako sa joint circular?
You may, Celine.
Nakalagay po ito dun sa item 6.1.2. Sabi po dito, cash advances for CFN or IF shall be drawn by duly designated and banded SDOs or head of agency for the implementation of a program, activity, and project. Yan po.
That would be enough.
May I proceed?
Council may proceed.
Okay. So sa binasa mo, ang SDO ay dapat magbigay ng bond. Do you have any knowledge if this Gina Acosta gave a bond pursuant to that joint circular provision that you read?
Yes po, naka-attach po ito dun sa liquidation documents. Required po ito sa joint circular.
At magkano naman? Kung ang amount ng Office of the Vice President confidential funds ay 500 million pesos, magkano naman ang bond na sinabi mo naka-attach ang dokumento sa mga sinabmit ng OVP? Magkano ang bond?
Hindi ko na po maaalala yung kung magkano, pero based po sa evaluation ng mga documents, enough naman po yung band ng SDO para i-cover yung cash advances niya.
If the amount is the amount stated, if you recall?
Hindi ko na po maalala yung kung magkano yung band. Pero during the evaluation po, hindi po namin naging findings yun.
Okay. Ngayon naman, if the SDO is a bonded, at sinabi mo si Gina Acosta ay may bond, in the provision that you read, is it allowed for a Gina Acosta, isang bonded na senior special disbursement officer, na mag-transfer ng kanyang responsibility sa isa pang officer?
Your Honor, please.
Yes, Counsel.
Leading question, Your Honor.
Actually, I would have sustained it because she asked and answered. Already answered, Counsel.
You said, I will reform Your Honor.
Yes, she already answered that question earlier. Kindly reform, Counsel.
Ito namang Miss Villa del Rey. Why did you say she is an accountable officer?
Dahil po dun sa liquidation report, sinertify niya na complete and proper yung mga liquidation documents po. Pero upon the evaluation po, hindi po ito complete and proper.
And Colonel Lachica?
Dahil po siya ang nag-disburse ng cash advance despite not being the special disbursing officer ng Office of the Vice President.
And why is that? Is this among your observations?
Yes po.
And what did your observation indicate about Colonel Lachica?
Yun nga po, yung naging, ito po yung isang mga ground kung bakit po na-disallow yung total ng 375 million.
Sa pagkaalam namin, based on our understanding, may mga stages yan. Ano? Ang unang stage ng evaluation, audit, observation, memorandum. Tama?
Opo, tama po.
And in the case of the Office of the Vice President, naka-issue kayo ng AOM.
Opo, tama po.
Ang next stage dapat dyan, ay ang notice of suspension. Tama?
Opo.
Now, in the case of the Office of the Vice President, pagkatapos nagbigay ng response ang Office of the Vice President sa AOM na inisyu ninyo, anong nangyari? Anong ginawa ng Office of the Vice President?
Nag-respond po sila sa AOM po.
So nag-respond sa AOM. Did the response address, sinagot ba ng response na yan ang lahat ng observations, lahat ng non-compliance, lahat ng discrepancy, deficiency na pinoint out nyo sa AOM?
Based po sa evaluation ng mga responses together with the attached documents po, hindi pa rin po ito naging compliant sa joint circular.
And what did you do? What did your office do, if any?
Kaya po, nag-issue po kami ng notice of disallowance.
Bakit, Madam Witness? Sa pagkaalam natin, pagkatapos ng AOM, dapat notice of suspension. Bakit nyo agad in-issue ang isang notice of disallowance at hindi na kayo nagbigay ng notice of suspension muna? Bakit diniretso ninyo sa disallowance?
Dahil nga po sa naging statement under oath ni Ms. Gina Acosta na ibinigay niya na by the directive of BP Sara, binigay niya kay Colonel Lachica yung cash advance for CF, which is a violation po ng joint circular, making it irregular po.
Apart from this joint circular of 2015, please confirm kung meron mga rules and regulations na in-issue ang COA para sa mga settlement of accounts, if you know?
Ang basis po namin is yung rules and regulations on settlement of accounts po.
Anong ibig sabihin nun? Anong particular provision?
Pwede pong pakiulit yung tanong.
Sinabi mo na merong rules and regulations on settlement of accounts.
Opo, meron po.
At instead of a notice of suspension, diniretso nyo agad sa notice of disallowance.
Opo, tama po.
Anong pinagbasihan ninyo nito?
Dahil nga po, ang definition po ng notice of disallowance based on the joint circular is yung transaction po appears to be illegal, improper, or irregular. And in this case po, yung naging transfer po is a direct violation making the transaction irregular. Kaya naging notice of disallowance na po yung inisyo namin.
Okay. So itong pag-transfer ng responsibilidad sa disbursement na hindi naman special disbursement officer, sinabi mo illegal.
Doon po siya sa irregular, which is violation po siya sa joint circular.
Okay. So yung joint circular nakalagay illegal, improper, at irregular. Ang sinasabi mo ay irregular.
Opo, tama po.
At bakit irregular ulit?
Kasi po hindi siya
Ask and
hindi,
answered, Your Honor. Ask and answered.
Asked and
already.
answered, counsel.
Okay. What is the status of this notice of disallowance at present, if you know?
nasa
Ask and answered already, Your Honor.
I don't quite remember, counsel. It
It was
would be
not
okay
asked
to
yet,
repeat.
Your Honor. I
It
think
would be okay to
counsel-
repeat nevertheless. Yes, Ms. Eileen.
What is the status of this notice of disallowance?
nasa prescribed period pa po ang OBP para po mag-appeal sa commission proper po.
Okay.
With the indulgence of counsel, and what is the prescribed period to appeal before the commission?
180 days po after nila ma-receive yung notice of disallowance.
6 months.
Opo.
You may proceed, counsel.
And to your knowledge, are they still well within this 6-month period to
Ask
submit?
and answered already, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please, it is within, this is follow-up to the question of the presiding officer. What is the period? 180 days. My question is the 180 days still currently applicable?
Yes po.
Okay. Next, Madam Witness, are you still okay?
Opo.
Punta naman tayo dito sa Department of Education.
Before you move on, counsel, with the indulgence of Attorney Kapunan, Ma'am Sailin, so dahil binigay di umano kay Latsika ni Gina Acosta, dinisallow niyo na lahat.
Yes po kasi direct violation po ito ng joint circular.
Subalit dahil hindi yan dumaan sa notice of suspension, in-issue niyo yung notice of disallowance nang hindi binibigyan ng pagkakataon, sumagot muna o magpaliwanag ang OVP. Wala pa po sila. Ngayon pa lang kung sakasakali kung mag-a-appeal sila.
Opo.
So you have not heard the side of the Vice President or the OVP's office with respect to what you heard Gina Acosta say under oath in the House hearings. Wala pa
Okay.
silang response doon.
Wala pa po.
Wala
Doon
pa
na
rin
lang
kayong-
po. Doon na lang po sa appeal.
Doon na lamang. So in-issue nyo to nang hindi naririnig yung panig nila.
Opo.
You may proceed, counsel, to the DepEd.
What is your participation, Madam Witness, in the post-audit of the confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President of Department of Education for the first quarter and second quarter of 2023, covering the periods February 20 to March 30, 2023 for the first quarter, and for the second quarter, April 25 to June 30, 2023. Anong participation mo, if any, sa post-audit na to?
Ako po yung nag-evaluate ng response ng DepEd sa audit observation memorandum na na-issue sa kanila for the first and second quarters of 2023 po.
You also said that earlier that nung nung na-transfer na si Mr. Wamil na sinundan mo, nag-issue siya bago siya umalis ng isang AOM dated February 1, 2024. You
Oh.
confirm that?
Opo, tama po.
And to your knowledge, nagbigay ba ng sagot o response ang DepEd, Department of Education, na ang head of agency ay si Vice President Sara Duterte? Meron bang response ang office ng DepEd sa AOM dated February 1, 2024 na inisyu ni Mr. Wamil?
Opo, nag-submit po sila ng response noong April 17, 2024.
And if I show you a copy of this response dated April 17, 2024, maa-identify mo ba siya?
Opo.
Showing to you now, Attorney De La Cruz. Showing to you now, the Department of Education's response, pre-marked as Exhibit P-1-21-B. P-1-21-B, Your Honor.
Kindly turn on, thank you. And respondents 1-9. Counsel, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, it's 1-79.
79.
DE.
Sorry. 1 dash. The
One-
response is 1 dash.
D-1-79 DE.
Noted.
Madam Witness, anong relation itong document na in-identify mo sa sinabi mong sinubmit na response ng DepEd Secretary?
This is the same response po na sinubmit sa amin ng DepEd.
Please look at this document. Meron nakalagay sa last page. Kaninong signature ito kung alam mo?
Kay Attorney Michael Wesley T. Powa po.
Attorney Michael. Who is this? Attorney Michael Poa.
Based on this document po, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff.
Okay. Why are you familiar with his signature?
Dun po sa dalawang documents na na-evaluate ko, pareho po yung signature niya dun sa dalawang transmittal letters po.
And how many acknowledgement? Okay. What were the attachments, if you recall, to this response of the DepEd?
Nag-submit po sila ng acknowledgement receipts, certification from the relevant partners, specifically the Armed Forces of the Philippines,
Ano pa?
at saka po fully accomplished na disbursement voucher. And meron din po pala silang sinubmit na DepEd Order number 1.
You mentioned na may attach sa response na acknowledgement receipts for the first quarter and for the second quarter by the DepEd. If shown to you, will you be able to identify them?
Yes po.
For the first quarter of the DepEd, you have made a summary, please confirm, Madam Witness, of 561 acknowledgement receipts.
Opo, tama po.
For the period February 20 to March 30, 2023, meron kang summary na ginawa.
Opo, meron po.
Dala mo ba yung summary na yan?
Yes po.
Your Honor, please, the witness is producing a summary of 561 acknowledgement receipts for the first quarter. Liquidation expenses of confidential funds of the Department of Education.
Observation of counsel is noted. You may
We are
proceed.
giving copies to Respondents' Counsel and to this honorable presiding officer through the clerk of court.
Yes, please. The clerk of court to those eyes directed to kindly get a copy. You may proceed, Counsel.
We request, Your Honor, that this tabulation for the first quarter prepared by the witness be marked as Exhibit P-1-33. Madam Witness. For the second quarter of the DepEd, attached to the DepEd's response is 619 acknowledgement receipts. Do you confirm that?
Yes po.
This is for the period April 25 to June 30, 2023.
Opo.
And this consists, no. Do you have that summary with you?
Yes po, meron po.
Same order, kindly mark it and furnish the opposing counsel as well as the court with a copy.
For the record, Your Honor, the first quarter is 561 acknowledgement receipts. The second quarter is 619 acknowledgement receipts. So the summaries of quarter one and quarter two consist of 1,180 acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor. These are marked. We request that this be marked as Exhibit PI-34 for the second quarter.
Noted.
Madam Witness, anong proseso ang ginamit mo sa paggawa ng evaluation or tabulation na to?
Gaya po ng ginawa ko rin sa OBP, tinabulate ko po ito by date, yung activity and the amount po.
Okay. And familiar ka sa mga ARs na to, Madam Witness?
Opo.
And if shown to you, we will show you some selected examples. Also going to be flashed on the screen. Showing to you Exhibit P-1-17-29 being flashed on the screen. Madam Witness, anong pangalan na nakalagay dito?
Pirma lang po. Ay, di ko po mabasa kung pirma ito, pero wala pong,
Walang pangalan pero may pirma.
opo.
And anong place na in-issue?
Based po sa dokumento, ang address po is Danao.
At ang date?
February 21, 2023 po.
February 21, 2023 for magkano?
50,000 pesos po for the payment for information.
Okay. Can you read the others? P-17, P-1-17-81, Alfred Avanta.
Nakalagay po, acknowledgement receipt date, February 21, 2023. Received the amount of 100,000 in payment for supplies. Payee, Alfred Abanta, address Malolos.
Malolos. Next, P-1-17-288, Mary Santillan. Saan place in-issue ito? Madam Witness, based on the document.
Based po sa document, ang address po nakalagay is Davao City.
Okay. Anong date nito?
February 21, 2023 po.
The same date, February 21, 2023. Okay. Galing Malolos, pumunta ng Davao, Negros Occidental naman. P-1-17-382. Amilio. Magkano to?
45,000 po in payment for rental safe house.
Ang date
February 21, 2023 po.
and place is
Ang nakalagay po sa dokumento na address is Negros Occidental.
Negros Occidental. For the next one, P-1-17-492. Kaninong pangalan ito?
Pirma lang po.
Walang pangalan, may pirma. Saan naman place binigay ang perang ito?
San Francisco Agusan del Sur po.
So, from Negros Occidental, pumunta ng Agusan.
Your Honor, please, Your Honor.
Magkano ang... There's no question yet.
Kindly,
Ano ang date?
I know
na
where you're getting at, but kindly finish your question, Counsel.
Anong date ang inisyu nito based on this document?
Ang date po is February 21, 2023.
Okay, the next document.
Counsel for respondent, yes.
Your Honor, can the counsel be reminded not to make any inferences on the document, Your Honor, like from
Counsel-
Malolos, pumunta ng Negros.
Counsel
pumunta
is so
ng Agusan.
reminded, just ask your question to the witness. Let the witness be the one to respond to whatever elicitation or admission you want to get, Counsel. You may
Yes,
proceed.
Your Honor, we will comply, although it's self-evident that all these documents are dated February 21, 2023, like the next one, P-1-17493, in the name of Andre Galor. Where was it issued, Madam Witness?
Based po sa document, ang address po is Makati City.
And what date?
February 21, 2023 po.
For what amount, Madam Witness?
100,000 po for the payment of rental safe house.
Okay. And the last in this first set is P-1-17574. Is there a name? Anong pangalan ang nakalagay sa dokumento?
Minda Lacson po.
Anong date?
February 21, 2023.
Anong place?
Negros Oriental po.
Okay. Madam Witness, based on the documents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Based on these 7 selected documents presented to you, do you confirm that there is only one date of disbursement?
Your Honor, please.
Asked and answered.
February 21, 2023 is the uniform dates in all of these documents, Madam Witness.
Your Honor, please.
I have not yet asked the question.
No,
Ask
you,
and
you
answer,
already
Your
did.
Honor.
You already did, Counsel. If it's the uniform date.
Okay, what is the question is this? What significance can you draw or observation can you make for these 6 documents issued on the same dates in 6 different places from 7, Danao, Malolos, Davao, Negros, Agusan, Makati City, Negros, Oriental? What observation can you make, if any, as regards these acknowledgement receipts that you identified?
Based po dito sa mga acknowledgement receipts na to, lahat po sila is dated February 21, 2023 and naibigay po sila sa iba-ibang addresses po na nakalagay dito.
You mentioned earlier on testimony that you have audited many national agencies, correct?
Yes po.
And at least 30, if I recall right. At least 30 national agencies?
Opo.
Okay. Based on your evaluation, how many government or national agencies have had similar submissions on acknowledgement receipts? If you recall, same date, different locations, different names. How many? Based on your recollection, national or local government agencies have submitted acknowledgement receipts of this nature.
Hindi ko na po mabilang pero may mga nagsasabit din po ng acknowledgement receipts po.
Ang tanong sa'yo, acknowledgement receipts na pare-parehong araw pero iba-ibang location. Meron ka bang maalala?
Parang wala. Wala
Wala.
naman po.
Okay. Going now to several acknowledgement receipts, which we will show you. Please go over this. Again, acknowledgement receipts by way of liquidation for the DepEd. Can you please go over this? One by one, being flashed on the screen. First is P-1-17-7 for Geraldine Omoy. What date is stated there?
Nakalagay po dito February 25, 2023.
And place?
Nakalagay po sa dokumento na to ang address po is Masbate.
Magkano?
200,000 po for the payment of reward.
Next, P-1-17-87. Kaninong pangalan na nandyan?
Pirma lang po yung nakalagay.
Walang pangalan. Saan in-issue?
Sa Lawag City po.
Anong date?
February 25, 2023 po.
February 25, 2023. For how much?
100,000 po for the payment for supplies.
Okay. P-1-17-88 to a Mr. Aquino. Jaime Aquino. From Davao City. Magkano?
45,000 po.
And what date?
February 25, 2023 po.
Okay. Next, P-1-17-127. Whose name is it? What amount and what date?
Pirma lang po. Tapos, ang date po niya is February 25, 2023. Ang nakalagay po na address is Agusan del Norte.
Next, Madam Witness. Rex Napoles. P-1-17-128. What date, what place, and what amount is stated?
Ang date po is February 25, 2023. 50,000 in payment for transport, rental, or expenses. Ang address po na nakalagay is Olonga po.
P-1-17-169. Madam Witness. Whose name, what is the date, the place, and the amount?
Ang date po is February 25, 2023 in the amount of 40,000 for the payment of information. Address po is Samar.
P-1-17-213. Eduardo Tan. What date and where was it disbursed? And what amount?
Nakalagay po sa dokumento date February 25, 2023. Ang amount po is 150,000 in payment for reward. Ang address po is Masbate.
With the indulgence of counsel, so as not to belabor the point, based on your understanding, Ma'am Sailin, yung address po bang nakalagay sa baba? Address kung saan binigay yung pera o address ng tao? Sa pagkakaunawan niyo po
Based po dito sa dahil po documents evidencing payment, yung address po dito is yung kung saan po binayad.
So ang ibig sabihin, pro forma document po ba yan?
Hindi po to kasama sa annexes sa joint circular.
So hindi to pro forma.
Hindi po.
So sa pagkakaunawa nyo lamang po na ang address na nakalagay dyan, address kung saan binigay.
Yes
Hindi
po.
address kung taga saan sila.
Opo, kasi based po sa ito po ay documents evidencing payment. So, yung address dito is kung saan po binayaran.
And that is reflected in the AUM you issued with respect to the first and second quarter?
Hindi po.
Wala sa AUM yan?
Wala po.
Okay. Counsel, you may proceed.
Mr. Lito Saludares, P-117-237. What date was it issued or paid? Saan binayad ang pera? Anong date at anong amount?
Ang date po is February 25, 2023. Payment for supplies amounted to 50,000. Ang address po is Lubok.
Pangasinan naman, P-1-17-238, isang Janine Bartolin. What date was this disbursed?
Ang nakalagay po dito is February 25, 2023 in the amount of 50,000 for payment for supplies po. Ang address Pangasinan.
P-1-17-238, Janine Bartolina. Ito, I'm sorry, 369. P-1-17-369. Whose name is this?
Signature lang po.
Walang pangalan. Saan inisyo? Saan binayad itong perang ito?
Compostela Valley po.
P-1-17-391. Luilito Agord. Please state the date it was paid, the place, and the amount.
February 25, 2023 po, payment for rental of safe house amounting to 45,000. Ang address po na nakalagay is Davao City.
Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 remaining acknowledgement receipts here. I'll go over them briefly. Please follow as I mentioned them. P-1-17-418. Only a signature appears. Disbursed in Masbate for 50,000. Again, February 25, 2023. P-1-17-430 in the name of Andre Lacerna. Lacerna. Issued, disbursed in Nueva Ecija for 100,000. Again, dated February 25, 2023. Can you go over it? P-1-17-431 in the name of Hamil Haldon. Disbursed in Coronadal City for 100,000. Also dated February 25, 2023. An acknowledgement receipt, P-1-17-479. No name, signature only, disbursed in Batangas for the amount of 9,000. Again, dated February 25, 2023. John B. Manta received in Kalinga, Apayao, 50,000 pesos on February 25, 2023. Exhibit P-1-17-480, P-1-17-481, Rona De Vera received 50,000 pesos in South Leyte. Also on February 25, 2023. And lastly, a signature receipt in Abra, 50,000 pesos, P-1-17-540. Also on February 25, 2023. Based on these acknowledgement receipts. Do you confirm,
Yes po.
Madam Witness,
Opo.
that what is stated is accurate based on the records?
Based po sa mga acknowledgement receipts po. Opo.
What observation can you make or significance do you draw from these documents presented to you?
Based po dun sa documents na present sa akin, lahat po ito is dated Feb 25, 2023 po with different addresses po na nakalagay.
Okay. And on the same date, disbursements on the same date with different addresses. What observation, if any, can you draw from this?
Yun nga po.
With different addresses,
Opo.
locations. Is this, again, to clarify, is this a place where the money was disbursed or where the money was received?
Your Honor, please. Witness is incompetent, Your Honor, to testify on that matter.
Your Honor, she is competent. She
Based
was
on the
one-
document. Again, that was the earlier question of the presiding officer. Address ba to nung binigyan o address to kung saan binigay?
Based po sa document as documents evidencing payment kung saan po binigay yung address.
Okay.
Ang ibig
Kindly
sabihin,
continue, Counsel.
ang ibig sabihin kung saan binigay, ang ibig bang sabihin correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Witness, on the same date, itong mga binigyan ng confidential funds ay nasa different locations ba, Madam Witness?
Based po sa documents, opo.
Okay. And based sa joint circular na sinabi mo, sino dapat ang mag-distribute or mag-disburse ng perang nakalagay dito?
It is the responsibility po ng Special Disbursing Officer.
So, tama bang sabihin, correct me if I'm wrong, kung mali naman ang understanding ko, tama bang sabihin na ang Special Disbursement Officer sa isang araw pinuntahan lahat itong lokasyon na ito?
Your
Tama
Honor,
ba ang interpretation ko?
Your Honor, please.
If she knows, Your Honor, she was the one who evaluated.
Your Honor,
These
that calls for a
documents.
conclusion of fact.
Witness is not competent to answer the question, Counsel. Let the document speak for itself. That if indeed the SDO is the only officer authorized to disburse the funds, then clearly it is physically impossible to be in all of these locations in one day. And there was earlier admission that the SDO gave the funds to a Colonel Lachika, probably even more. So that remains to be seen and proven in the coming days. Please proceed, Counsel.
Who is the Special Disbursement Officer of the DepEd?
Sa DepEd po is si Mr. Edward Fajarda.
And based on your definition of a Special Disbursement Officer, si Mr. Fajarda ang authorized na magbigay ng lahat na ito, Madam Witness?
Yes po.
Okay. Going now.
With the indulgence of Counsel, so sa ilalim ng joint circular, siya lang, walang iba.
Yes po, ito po ay nakasama sa kanyang responsibility. At based on item 6.1.1 po, hindi po ito pwedeng i-transfer from one accountable to another.
So, based on these documents, kasi sinabi mo, si Mr. Fajarda, so, makikita naman natin as observed by the presiding officer, these were many locations in one day. Ngayon, Mr. Fajarda, as Special Disbursement Officer, alam mo ba kung may sinabmit na dokumento si Mr. Fajarda na nag-i-indicate sa COA o COA ICFAO na inauthorize niya kung sino mang ibang individual na mag-distribute nitong kapirahan na to sa mga iba-ibang taong ito sa ibang places na to? Meron bang inattach na letter or acknowledgement si Mr. Fajarda o hindi Mr. Fajarda? Yung head of agency, si Vice President o DepEd Secretary Sara Duterte, meron bang siyang sinubmit na authorization na binigay kay Mr. Fajarda kung sino na siyang disbursement officer para i-delegate sa iba ni Mr. Fajarda yung pagpunta sa iba-ibang lugar na to sa isang araw lang? Meron bang dokumentong ganon na authorization ang tinanggap ng office mo?
Ang natanggap po namin na authorization or designation is si BP Sara ang nag-designate kay Mr. Edward Fajarda as Special Disbursing Officer ng Department of Education. Naka-attach po ito dun sa liquidation documents.
So may certification si Vice President kay Mr. Fajarda. Aside from Mr. Fajarda, meron bang ibang pangalan na nakalagay dyan sa dokumento?
Wala po. Ang nakalagay lang po doon is si Mr. Fajardo ang designated na Special Disbursing Officer ng DepEd po for confidential fund.
Okay. Punta naman tayo, last batch na to. Meron naman tayong another list, no? Attached to the response of the Office of the Vice President para sa acknowledgement receipts dated March 15, 2023. Liquidation ng Vice President. Ng DepEd. Again, please go over this acknowledgement receipts.
This is for what quarter, Attorney Kapunan?
This is for the third.
Third,
This is for the same quarter, Your Honor.
first and second
First and second quarter, Your Honor.
of 2023.
Yes, Your Honor. And we're talking about, again, from a list of 1,049 acknowledgement receipts, we have selected a few. Madam Witness, showing to you several selected ones. I'm showing to you, being flashed on the screen, P-1-17-57, and I will go over this list very briefly if you can follow me. Adolfo Molina, date March 15, 2023, Buda Marilog, Davao City for 50,000 pesos. P-1-17-58, walang pangalan, signature only. Date March 15, 2023, Tandag, 30,000 pesos. P-1-17-107, wala na namang pangalan, signature only. Binayad sa Puerto Galera, Mindoro, 65,000 pesos. Date, the same, March 15, 2023. Jeline Espino, Laguna, 50,000 pesos. Date, March 15, 2023. Walang pangalan, P-1-17, signature only. Date, March 15, 2023. Sa Agusan del Norte, 40,000 pesos. Kay Rex Napoles, tumanggap ng 50,000 pesos sa Olongapo. On the same date, March 15, 2023, P-1-17-128. Next, Piano Recto, P-1-17-148 sa Zamboanga City, 40,000 pesos. Mr. Julio Esguerra, taga Butuan City, tumanggap ng 100,000 pesos, P-1-17-189, also on March 15, 2023. Are you following, Madam Witness?
Yes.
P-1-17, walang pangalan, signature only, Davao City, 25,000 pesos. Another 50,000 pesos sa walang pangalan, signature only, P-1-17-226 na issued or disbursed in Nabunturan. From Nabunturan, Laguna, 50,000 pesos sa isang Nizel T, P-1-17-227. Isang walang signature, tumanggap sa Dasmariñas, Cavite ng 65,000 pesos. P-1-17-259 on March 15, 2023. Carmen Sevillano, taga Surigao del Norte, tumanggap ng 50,000 on the same date, March 15, 2023. P-1-17-260. Tama?
Opo.
Okay. Can you continue?
Dito po sa
P-1-17-311.
To
P-17-261, walang pangalan, tama? Signature only. Saan naman ito in-issue?
Quezon City
Sa Quezon
po.
City for 65,000 pesos. Ito naman, P-1-17-311, walang pangalan, signature, Bacoor, 50,000 pesos. Si Alice Crescencio, tumanggap galing Iligan City, 25,000 pesos. On the same date, March 15, 2023, P-1-17-349. P-117-406, walang pangalan, signature lang. Galing naman Tarlac, 50,000 pesos on the same day, March 15, 2023. Walang pangalan, signature lang. Galing Pasay City, tumanggap ng 65,000 pesos. P-1-17-422. Isang signature na tumanggap galing Calbayog, Samar, 45,000 pesos. Walang pangalan, March 15, 2023. P-117-423. P-117-447. Again, no name. Compostela Valley tumanggap ng 100,000 pesos. On the same day, March 15, 2023. Another signature received. Hindi mabasa to. San Juan City, unreadable, 30,000 pesos. On the same day, March 15, 2023, P-117-468. Another signature received, walang pangalan, sa Aguinaldo, Ifugao, tumanggap ng 100,000 pesos. On March 15, 2023,
Your Honor, please.
P-117.
Your Honor, please.
Three more, Your Honor. Four more.
We
Just
get the
for-
point, counsel. We get the point, and it's in the tabulation anyway of the witness.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sa mga binasa natin at sa mga na-observe mo, anong significance nitong acknowledgement receipts na pinakita sa'yo?
Ito po ang proof of payments po ng confidential fund. And based po dito, all dated March 15, 2023 with different addresses po.
All dated.
March 15, 2023.
So, sino dapat, based on your circular, ang nag-disburse nitong mga pondong to?
Ang dapat po mag-disburse ay ang Special Disbursing Officer.
At sino nga ang special disbursing officer na yan?
Ito po ay sa DepEd po si Mr. Edward Fajarda.
Kung hindi naman, kasi nung binabasa ko to, no? Kasi ako, Marvel Comics ang binabasa ko. Superman ang favorite ko. Kung hindi man Superman, ang isang SDO, kaya ba niyang puntahan? Sa palagay mo,
Your Honor, please.
lahat na ito.
Your Honor, please.
Yes, counsel for
The
respondent.
question is speculative, Your Honor.
What is speculative about Superman? He can fly anywhere
It's a
in one day.
hypothetical question.
Counsel, move on. Move
I
on,
will move
counsel.
on, Your Honor.
We get
Now-
your point.
Madam Witness, what other documents? Although, can we ask that Superman remain on record, Your Honor?
We did not strike it off, counsel. Just
Okay.
the presiding officer simply asked you to move on.
Madam Witness, what other documents, if any, ano pang mga dokumento apart from this? Apart from this acknowledgement receipts for the first and second quarter constituting 1,049 documents. 1,049 documents for the first quarter and second quarter. I'm sorry.
You're in DepEd already, counsel.
561 and 619, Your Honor. Or 1,180 for the DepEd. Anong other documents ang inattach ng DepEd?
To support po the payment of rewards, nag-attach po sila ng certifications from relevant partners, specifically the Armed Forces of the Philippines po.
And itong mga certifications ng armed forces, if shown to you, would you be able to identify them?
Yes po.
Okay. Showing to you. Showing to you a certification dated January 1, 2024, issued by Colonel Manaros M. Buransing, marked as Exhibit P-1-22-A, stipulated upon by the Defense Counsel, Your Honor, Respondent. Certification dated December 30, 2023, issued by Colonel Carlos B. Sangandaan Jr., previously marked Exhibit P-1-22B, likewise stipulated upon, common exhibit with the defense or respondent. Certification dated December 5, 2023, issued by Colonel Magtanggol Panopio, marked as Exhibit P-1-22-C, up to P-1-22-C-1, again stipulated by counsel for the respondent, and certification issued by Colonel Adonis R. Badjao, previously marked as Exhibit P-1-22D, showing to you these exhibits, Madam Witness, and as well being flashed on the screen for easy reference of this honorable court. What relation to these certifications, which are both prosecution and defense exhibits, what do these certifications have in relation to this certification you said was issued by the armed forces?
These are the same certifications po na naka-attach sa kanilang response.
Anong significance naman ng certifications na to?
Dito po sa certification na to, inattach po nila ito bilang proof of success of the information gathering and or surveillance activities.
At ito bang proof of success compliant sa circular na pinagbasihan mo?
During my evaluation po, opo, nag-compliant po ito dun sa joint circular.
Okay. What action, if any, pagkatapos na-receive itong certification, ito ba yung sinabi ni Attorney Wamil na pro forma? Hindi.
Hindi po, iba po yun.
Ngayon, ano ang actions taken by your office with regards to this certification, if any?
Ito po, based po sa evaluation, ito po ay compliant po sa joint circular.
Okay. At anong inisyu nyo, if any?
For the first and second quarter po ng 2023 for the DepEd, we issued po a credit notice.
Anong ibig sabihin? What do you mean by a credit notice?
A credit notice po is issued pagkatapos ng evaluation ng documents, yung liquidation documents po are found in order po and passed in audit na.
Okay. Ngayon, itong credit notice na in-issue, ito ba ay final?
Ang credit notice po, meron po sa Rules and Regulation of Settlement of Accounts na pwede pong ma-reopen ang settled account na gaya po nung pag nag-issue kami ng credit notice, pwede pa po itong ma-reopen.
What reason would you have for reopening a credit notice?
Under the RRSA po, account settled can be reopened if before the expiration nung 3 years after the settlement is nagkaroon po ng yung transaction is tainted with fraud, collusion, and new material evidence po were discovered during the 3-year period po na yun.
Okay. We now go, Madam Witness. Punta naman tayo sa third quarter ng liquidation ng confidential funds ng DepEd. Anong participation mo dito?
Ako po ang task na mag-evaluate sa response ng DepEd for the third quarter of 2023.
And what did you do, if any?
Currently po, this is still under evaluation and review pa po.
Sinabi mo na ikaw ang in charge ng pag-evaluate. What did you evaluate?
Nung ma-issue po nung August 8, 2024 yung Audit Observation Memorandum, nag-submit po ang Department of Education ng response noong August 27, 2024.
Nag-mention ka. You mentioned an AOM. If shown to you, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Showing to you, Madam Witness. An AOM. Please go over it. This was, for the record, this was previously marked as Exhibit P-1-21-C. It is an AOM dated August 8, 2024. Stipulated upon by defense counsel or counsel for the respondent. Is this the same
Yes.
document that you received?
Yes po, ito po yung same audit observation memorandum na in-issue po namin sa DepEd.
Okay. On the third page, please go to the third page. There appears to be a signature over the name Nilda Plaras. Whose signature is this, if you know?
Si Assistant Commissioner Nilda Plaras po ang officer in charge ng ICFAO nung panahon na na-issue tong
And
AOM.
you said earlier you're familiar with her signature.
Yes po.
Now, what were the findings in this AOM?
Yung AOM po na ito is na-issue because first, yung submitted liquidation documents lack documents evidencing payment. Pangalawa po, yung payment of rewards were not supported with documents evidencing success. Yung third po is hindi nakalagay sa PFP yung specific confidential activities na magiging basis ng disbursement for confidential fund. Pang-apat po, yung disbursement voucher, hindi nakalagay yung specific period or duration ng implementation po ng confidential activities. At yung panglima po, meron pong pinaggamitan yung confidential fund na purchase of information relative to car loan scams whose victims are mostly personnel of the Department of Education.
Madam Witness, this document is being flashed on the screen. Let us go to your first finding. Okay. Ano ang dahilan kung dahil nag-issue ka ng finding na yan? Yung first finding na sinabi mo.
Hindi po ito po yung first finding, hindi po kasi nasubmit yung documents evidencing payment po to support the liquidation. Kaya po nakasama siya sa AOM.
And what is the significance of this non-submission, if any?
Hindi po namin makikita kung sino-sino po yung binayaran at recipients nung confidential fund. Dito po kasi makikita yon sa documents evidencing payments.
Okay. Yung second finding mo na naka-flash sa screen, ano ang significance nitong finding mo?
Based po dun sa sinabit nila na accomplishment report, meron pong pinaggamitan ng payment of rewards amounting to 6,371,000 na wala pong attachment ng documents evidencing success po.
Okay. And your third findings?
Hindi po nakalagay sa physical and financial plan yung specific confidential activities na paggagamitan ng confidential fund.
Why is this significant?
Para po ma-check kung paano nila dito po kasi sa physical and financial plan, dito nakikita kung paano nila gagamitin yung confidential fund nila. Dito po sa sinubmit nila, hindi naka-specify kung anong confidential activities po.
Okay. Yung fourth finding ninyo.
Yung
Ano itong significance kung bakit nakalagay dyan sa AOM?
Under item 6.1.5 po ng joint circular, dapat nakalagay sa disbursement voucher yung duration ng implementation ng cash ng project. Pero yung naka-attach po na disbursement voucher, hindi po nakalagay yung period.
Okay. And your last finding? What is the reason? Bakit nakalagay yan sa AOM?
Yun pong accomplishment report nila, meron po silang ibinayad for purchase of information for dun nga po relative to car loan scams na hindi kasama dun sa enumeration at hindi intended to support the mandate of the operation of the Department of Education. Kaya po nakasama po siya sa AOM.
Okay. Madam Witness, after this AOM was issued and you have furnished the DepEd, correct?
Opo.
Ano ang ginawa ng DepEd, if any?
Nung na-receive po nila ito, nag-submit po sila ng response noong August 27, 2024.
Your Honor, please, this response being referred to by the witness is a stipulated document. It is Exhibit P-1-21-D, now being shown to the witness. Madam Witness, is this the same response?
Opo, ito po yung same response na sinabit sa amin ng DepEd po.
And Madam Witness, what documents, if you recall, were attached to this response of the DepEd?
Nag-submit po sila ng mga acknowledgement receipts as documents evidencing payments. Nag-submit din po sila ng mga certification from the Armed Forces of the Philippines to support the payment of rewards po. And nagsubmit din po sila ng accomplished na disbursement voucher na nakalagay po doon yung period covered by the cash advance.
Okay. You mentioned several acknowledgement receipts, and we have selected a few acknowledgement receipts. Your Honor, please, the import of these acknowledgement receipts are the same as the first and second set. They indicate, Your Honor, and by way of manifestation, they indicate that all of these acknowledgement receipts were issued and the amounts disbursed on one date, August 9, 2023, to different people in different locations.
Does the witness have a tabulation and or summary?
Yes po,
Yes, Your Honor, we have a tabulation and summary.
Previously marked? Not yet, counsel.
It has not been marked, Your Honor, and we request that this, after identification by the witness, be marked as Exhibit P-I-35. Tabulation being shown or being furnished, counsel for the respondent and this honorable court.
Kindly furnish counsel for respondent as well as the presiding officer with a copy of her tabulation. Miss Silene, kayo po ang gumawa ng tabulation na to?
Opo.
Tulad ng paghahanda, tabulation na ginawa ninyong nauna ninyong ginawa para sa ibang quarters ng OVP at ng DepEd?
Yes po, Your Honor.
You may proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, please, this tabulation. Okay. On its face, this tabulation will show the acknowledgement receipts. And as earlier indicated, we will dispense with going over selected acknowledgement receipts, the purpose of which principally is to show that one single disbursement officer, Mr. Fajarda, issued on August 9, 2023, to several locations from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao on one date, Your Honor. And I can ask the witness to confirm this based on the documents.
Not all, counsel, but several.
Several selected
Several.
documents.
Yes.
I can name the markings P-1-17, 1246, P-1- all P-1-17, submark 1246, 1247, 1281, 1320, 1321, 1361, 1398, 1399, 1435, 1486, 1587, 1626, 1627, 1628, 1745, 1820, 1871, and 1872 indicating several recipients, several locations, one date, and I will ask the witness, who is the disbursing officer for this third quarter of the DepEd?
Ang SDO po ng DepEd ay si Mr. Edward Fajarda.
And by virtue of his function, it is the Mr. Fajarda who presumably, Madam Witness, disbursed these amounts.
Yes po.
Any authorization from the DepEd Secretary, Vice President Sara Duterte, indicating or designating another person outside Mr. Fajarda to disburse these various amounts in various places on this date, Madam Witness. Any document attached to the submission?
Wala po. Yung designation lang po ni Mr. Fajarda.
Among these, just for the record, Your Honor, among these submissions is the name of Joel Chu. Wah. He,
That's not
Joel-
Chua Council, that's Chu.
yes, Your Honor. Upon verification by this representation, he denies any family connection, Your Honor. It is.
Proceed, Counsel.
The signature, Madam Witness, will you go to this document?
Yes po.
The signature is in Chinese character. Can we ask fellow prosecutor to identify his signature?
That would be self-serving, Counsel. Move on, Counsel. Move
Okay,
on.
Madam Witness, outside these acknowledgement receipts, you said that there was no separate document indicating any authorized officer to disburse these amounts in different places on said date. Madam Witness, you confirm that?
Yes po.
Okay, outside acknowledgement receipts, what other document was submitted by way of liquidation?
To support po the payment of rewards, they submitted certifications from the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
And if these certifications are shown to you, Madam Witness, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Showing to you, Madam Witness, and being flashed on the screen with the kind indulgence of the Honorable Presiding Officer, there is a certification dated September 25, 2023, issued by J. Chris John Mendoza, Prosecution Exhibit P-1-22-E, stipulated as well by the defense. Certification dated December 10, 2023, P-1-22-F, also issued by J. Chris John F. Mendoza. Exhibit P-1-22G is a certification dated December 12, 2023, issued by an Adonis R. Bajao. Likewise, a defense exhibit, Your Honor, certification dated July 1, 2024, issued by a certain Darren E. Comia. Prosecution's Exhibit P-1-22-8. All certifications, Your Honor, are likewise defense documents. What?
Do you confirm, Madam Witness, that these were part of the submissions of the DepEd?
Yes po, kasama po yan sa response nila sa AOM for the third quarter
Okay.
po.
Okay. What relation do these certifications have to the one you mentioned? Are they the same?
Yes po, pareho pong certification.
And what observations have you made as regards this certification?
Currently po, the review and evaluation po nung compliance na ito ng Department of Education po is under review pa po at evaluation.
Okay. In connection with the earlier certifications, which I asked you, you mentioned certain credit notice. And you said that this credit notice says which you issued is not final.
Yes po.
Correct? Now, tell us, what would be the grounds for opening a credit notice, if you know?
Ang account po na settled can be reopened kasi po if the transaction is tainted with fraud, collusion, or new material evidence were discovered before mag-expire yung 3-year period po ng settlement ng account.
Okay, so you're saying that even if, because of the certifications submitted as to these activities, a credit notice was issued in the 3-year period, your office, COA ICFAO, can reopen on the ground of, what are these grounds again?
If the transaction is tainted with fraud, collusion, or
What do you mean by fraud in the transactions?
may anomalya po sa paggamit po nung pondo.
Okay. Ano pa?
And new material evidence were discovered po before the expiration of the 3-year period.
The second ground. And the third ground is?
Yun po. May na-discover po na material evidence po before the expiration of the 3-year period.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, what is the current status of the evaluation of the response? You said earlier na dahil sa action taken by the COA ICFAO, nag-respond ang DepEd. What is the status of that response?
Ini-evaluate pa po
For the
na
third quarter, September 30, July 12 to September 30, 2023, if you know.
this is under evaluation and review pa po.
Under evaluation.
Opo.
Bakit hanggang ngayon under evaluation?
Ito po ay under evaluation pa din hanggang ngayon kasi po this transaction po composed of voluminous documents na kailangang pag-aralan, and sa review process po namin, pagkatapos ko po itong ma-evaluate, iaakyat ko po ito sa aking division chief na extensive din po ang kanyang pagdadaan ng review. And after po sa division chief, aakyat pa po ito sa officer in charge ng ICFAO for further review po. And sa ICFAO po kasi kulang po kami sa manpower, and marami po kaming nare-receive na iba-ibang documents from different agencies po na meron ding ganito karaming mga documentations po. And itong mga agencies po ito, fair po ang aming treat sa kanila, kaya po binibigyan namin ng pansin lahat po.
Okay, now Madam Witness. In his testimony, when asked, Attorney Mr. Wamil said that based on his evaluation, during the period that he was there with the COA ICFAO, he made a finding that these documents submitted by the OVP and the DepEd for that particular period he was in the COA ICFAO were irregular based on the guidelines or based on the joint circular that you cited.
Yes.
To you, Madam Witness, you who took over these same documents that were submitted and who made your own independent valuation, what would you say are these documents? What can you say about these documents submitted by the OVP and the DepEd based on your post-audit evaluation?
Yung sa OBP po, ito ay irregular po dahil hindi po ito naging compliant sa joint circular. During the time naman po na in-evaluate ko ang Department of Education, compliant po sila sa joint circular. Pero gaya nga po ng nasabi, pwede pong may reopen itong settled account ng Department of Education po. Opo.
Okay. Merong sinight si Attorney Wamil na prima facie evidence. No? You're not a lawyer, but under accounting rules, tama ba yung interpretation na pag hindi kompleto, if the document submitted based on 8.3 of the joint circular, if the documents submitted by way of liquidation of confidential funds are not complete, ano ang epekto nito based on the circular?
Under po sa joint circular, dun sa under 8.1 nga po, failure of the accountable officer to liquidate is a prima facie evidence na this is for nagamit po ito for personal use and benefit.
Okay. Now, you said that prima facie failure of the accountable officer. At earlier, tinanong ka, ang accountable officer ng OVP is the head of agency. Meaning, sino yon?
Si Vice President Sara Duterte po.
At sa DepEd naman, sino ang head of agency?
During the time po nung 2023, it is Vice President Sara Duterte din po.
And under 8.3, ang presumption is naging use, to quote, paki-quote, use for personal.
Sabi po sa 8.3, failure of the accountable officer to liquidate is a prima facie evidence that he or she used the missing funds for personal use and benefit.
Madam Witness. Okay. My last question to you, Madam Witness. Let's go back to this hearing in the Committee on Good Government Accountability. And there is an admission there, Madam Witness, in your testimony here, that you, in that hearing, Gina Acosta, Chief of Staff of the VP, admitted, of the SDO, I'm sorry, admitted to transferring confidential funds, tama, to Colonel La Chica.
Your
Yes.
Honor, please.
There's no
yes,
question
Council
yet, Your Honor.
Correspondent.
Your Honor, the exact wordings of the council cannot be verified without, reflecting the TSNs that she is referring to.
Your Honor, I'm referring to the testimony of this witness. Besides, in the previous hearing, there is judicial notice already of the TSNs.
No, that's not it, Counsel. Witness already admitted in her earlier testimony that she was there when Gina Acosta testified before the House of Representatives and heard her testify. Based on her recollection of what she said, she may answer. Kindly finish your last question, Counsel.
I forgot. You repeat my question. What did I say? Wala pa akong question. Okay. Based on this admission of Gina Acosta that indeed confidential funds were transferred, the disbursement of confidential funds were transferred to Colonel La Chica. What about in relation to the DepEd funds?
May nabanggit din po noon si Mr. Fajarda na binibigay niya yung confidential fund kay Colonel Nolasco po.
Again,
May naging admission under oath.
may admission then under oath. In the same hearing, Madam Witness,
Yes po.
what was that admission?
Sinabi din po ni Mr. Edward Fajarda na SDO ng DepEd na binibigay po niya yung cash advance for confidential fund kay Colonel Nolasco.
Okay. And who is this Fajarda?
Siya po ang Special Disbursing Officer ng Department of Education.
And who is Nolasco?
Isa po siya sa mga part po siya ng Vice Presidential and Security Protection Group.
So our understanding is in the Office of the Vice President, an admission of Gina Acosta that disbursement was given to some other person. The same admission was made by the DepEd SDO, Fajarda, that disbursement of the funds was given to somebody else. Madam Witness?
Yes po, tama po.
And what observation? As a COA, ICFAO, State Auditor. What significance or observation can you make from these admissions by both Gina Acosta and Fajardo?
This is a violation po of the joint circular, specifically yung item 6.1.1 na hindi dapat ito i-transfer from one accountable officer to another.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counsel. It's 2:28. I promised the Senate President we will finish by 2:30 so that we can convene session at 3 p.m. Counsel for Respondent, Attorney Christine, can you do your cross tomorrow instead of today?
I can, Your Honor.
Your Honor, before I turn over to our head, Your Honor, may I make just this manifestation for the record, just to clear?
Yes, Counsel.
For
What-
avoidance, Your Honor, although we did mark the tabulations and summaries, Your Honor, for avoidance of doubt and for the record, the authenticity of the ARs are deemed established when the parties agreed and agreed with the dispensing of identification, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please.
So noted.
Thank you,
Your Honor, please. Just a counter manifestation to her statement. Your
You may
Honor.
do so, Counsel,
Yeah,
before
there
we
was no
adjourn.
such admission, Your Honor, and there was no dispensing of identification of the ARs. Precisely, that is what the witness did in today, Your Honor. Thank you.
It is without prejudice to Counsel for Respondent crossing the witness using their copies of the AR, which reminds the presiding officer to also remind the Counsel for the Respondent to kindly submit copies of their pre-marked documents, specifically the ARs covering the last quarter of 2022 and the first 3 quarters of 2023 for both the OVP and the DepEd insofar as the first 3 quarters of 2023 is concerned. If not within today, by tomorrow, Counsel. Attorney Christine,
Yes, Your Honor, we'll do that.
thank you very much. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Zubiri?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, I could see that having the sessions for the impeachment court in the morning, we have to put a halt because of the session in the afternoon. May I make a suggestion that in the last week when we did our sessions, we only took about 2 to 3 hours the most tackling our legislative calendar. May I make a suggestion that we move our legislative sessions in the morning at 10 and then have the impeachment trial at 3 in the afternoon so